As the weather gets cooler, it gets harder to keep our flower arrangements looking healthy. Here with a few tips on how to make our holiday flowers last longer is George Clements from George's Flowers. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me today.
So what kinds of flowers are popular this time of year?
Well, of course, fall colors right now.
Yes.
We have lots and lots of beautiful, beautiful mums, chrysanthemums, lots of orange and yellow lilies, rust-colored lilies right now, things like yarrow, lots and lots. And of course, then we're going to be moving very, very quickly once we pass that fall time right into our winter season. And so then we're going to be using reds and whites. So.
Exactly. And oh my goodness, all the flowers you brought today, so gorgeous. And on top of this, all the pretty things to look at, you're going to show us how to actually arrange something that we can place in the middle of our table for Thanksgiving, right?
Yes. I'm going to show you a quick way that we handle the mechanics of making a simple cube vase just like this right here. And it's very, very quick. We have an interesting little technique here that we've been doing now for a number of years, and we're going to make a tape grid across the top of this vase, and that is going to hold our foliage and flowers so that when you go in and you get something like a bouquet of roses like this, you can turn this into a very quick centerpiece.
I have never heard of this technique.
So we take the vase, and we are going to make essentially a tic-tac-toe across it, and that's going to give us a grid, and that grid is going to hold the foliage and the flowers.
And it's kind of see-through. You won't really notice it.
You won't even know it. Now, one important thing is you need to start with a clean vase, so you need to wash that vase first so that the tape sticks. This is a specialized tape that is used in the floral industry that is made by Oasis, and it's a clear one. They also make a green and white one. But this clear one we use for this, and what we do is we make our tic-tac-toe, and then we're going to go around the outside of the vase very, very quickly, like this, and that will hold all of this. And now we have, once we've gone this way, I'm going to break that tape off. Then we're going to fill our vase with water and use the floral food or floral preservative
that always comes with.
And you want to use this as opposed to any of the, you'll find things on the internet that says, you know, you can use this or that, but you do want to use a floral food. So you're going to empty that in vase. And then the first thing we're going to do is start to fill in with some foliage. One important thing is to try to avoid having foliage in the water. So you just want the stems, because that foliage has a chance to foul the water earlier.
Okay.
And as long as we're talking about that, it's really important to make sure that you keep your water fresh in a vase. So if you see the water starting to turn cloudy, you're going to want to flush that water out.
Man, you have already given us so many good tips just from like a minute of talking, but really, you, out of anybody in this community, I feel like would know best. You guys have been around for how long?
We are in our 40th year.
Wow.
But I exist in another business prior, so I go back a little further. I am at 15 years old. I have a plant shop out in Salem and a greenhouse, and it's called Clements Plant Shop and Greenhouse. And we just added a new history page to our website, which talks a lot about that and shows even one of those very first greenhouse, because the very first greenhouse I have, my grandfather helps me build, and I'm 12 years old.
Wow!
And then from there, we build another greenhouse the next year, and then finally a third greenhouse. So I have been working in the horticulture industry for a long time.
This is just in your blood, and even more of a reason for people to come and check you out, to shop local and to support a small business. Really, you guys are like a big business now, but you know what I mean. Any other things that you would suggest or recommend for people to come by and see your shop?
Well, we're at the corner of Brandon and Franklin, and our designers work in an open design room. So people can come in and actually watch our designers creating something, and sometimes they pick up a little bit of knowledge from that. We also have a greenhouse on the property, and we have people there to talk about plants and plant care. And speaking of that, to keep your flowers lasting the longest, you want to try to keep them in the coolest room of your house and keep them out of probably direct hot sunshine, and not setting them on any appliances that create heat that will make the flowers.
Okay, well, we're going to keep working on this. Yeah, because we've got it kind of set up now, and now we're just going to plop in the flowers.
Well, I was going to let you do the roses.
Look at how amazing this is going to be. Okay, well, I will continue to work on this. Thank you so much for joining us today. And you guys at home, we've got more information in the website right there up on the screen.